I just met with one of the top teams in Ohio when it comes to selling properties. And what's interesting is I met this same team almost 7 years ago when I was just starting our company. And at the time, I had no idea what I was doing. We didn't work with that team at the time. Now, 7 years later, we got it reintroduced, and what our team does, what our company offers, is so far and above any competitor that it's a no-brainer that overnight the switch to our company makes sense. And I say that not because we're somehow better than people just overnight, but because it took us 7 years of day in and day out asking, how can we make our service, how can we make our product better for this specific client? And even if we're half as good as our competitors, but just simply because we stuck through it for 7 years, it produced a better overall service or product than anybody else. And I say this to encourage you that if you don't succeed at first, you try again. And if you don't succeed in the first 3 years, you try again for another 3 years. And eventually it works. You don't have to be the hardest worker or the best. You just need to outlast people. And most of my competitors will try this for a year or two, and then they move on to something else. And that is really the difference between what we do and what anybody else does.